The Earth is burning, not in some distant apocalyptic future but right now. The evidence is everywhere we look, from the scorching heat waves to the melting glaciers, from the devastating floods to the raging wildfires. Our planet is in crisis, and the consequences of inaction are unthinkable. The alarm bells have been ringing for decades, with scientists warning of the dire consequences of our actions. We have pumped greenhouse gases into the atmosphere at an alarming rate, trapping heat and disrupting the delicate balance of our planet's climate. The result? A world on the brink of collapse. The latest reports from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change paint a grim picture. Global temperatures are rising at an unprecedented rate, and we are already experiencing the devastating effects of this warming trend. Extreme weather events, once rare, are becoming commonplace. Heat waves are becoming more intense and frequent, pushing our infrastructure to its limits and threatening human lives. The time for complacency is over. We are at a crossroads, and the choices we make today will determine the fate of our planet. Will we continue down the path of destruction, ignoring the warning signs and condemning future generations to a bleak and uncertain future? Or will we rise to the challenge, embracing bold action and forging a new path toward a sustainable and equitable future? The choice is ours, and the time to act is now. The Earth's temperature is climbing, and the consequences are terrifying. The culprit? Our addiction to fossil fuels. Burning coal, oil, and gas releases carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases act like a blanket, trapping heat and warming the planet. The effects are already being felt around the world. Glaciers, once mighty rivers of ice, are melting at an alarming rate. The melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, threatening coastal communities and ecosystems. The loss of these icy giants disrupts weather patterns, leading to more extreme events. The rising heat is also fueling more intense and frequent heat waves. These scorching temperatures are particularly dangerous for vulnerable populations, such as the elderly and those with underlying health conditions. Cities around the world are experiencing record-breaking temperatures, pushing infrastructure to its limits and straining healthcare systems. The science is clear. Climate change is real, it's happening now, and it's primarily driven by human activities. The longer we wait to take action, the more severe the consequences will be. We must transition away from fossil fuels and embrace clean, renewable energy sources to avert the worst effects of this global crisis. Forests, the lungs of our planet, are being decimated at an alarming rate. Driven by greed and short-sightedness, we are clearing these vital ecosystems for agriculture, logging, and mining. With every tree felled, we are pushing our planet closer to the brink. Trees play a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate. They absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, acting as natural carbon sinks. When forests are cleared or burned, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, further exacerbating climate change. Deforestation also has devastating consequences for biodiversity. Forests are home to an estimated 80% of the world's terrestrial species. As we destroy their habitats, we are driving countless species to extinction, unraveling the intricate web of life that sustains our planet. The loss of forests also disrupts water cycles, leading to more frequent droughts and floods. Trees act like sponges, absorbing rainfall and releasing it gradually. Without forests to regulate water flow, we are left vulnerable to the devastating impacts of extreme weather events. From the air we breathe to the water we drink, our planet is being poisoned by pollution. Industrial activities, transportation, and agriculture release a toxic cocktail of pollutants into our environment, jeopardizing human health and ecosystems alike. Air pollution, a silent killer, is responsible for millions of premature deaths every year. Fine particulate matter emitted from vehicles and industrial processes penetrates deep into our lungs, increasing the risk of respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Our oceans, once teeming with life, are becoming increasingly polluted. Plastic waste, industrial runoff, and agricultural chemicals are choking marine life and disrupting fragile ecosystems. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a swirling vortex of plastic debris twice the size of Texas, stands as a stark reminder of our throwaway culture. Land pollution, often overlooked, poses a serious threat to human health and biodiversity. Improper waste disposal, industrial contamination, and agricultural chemicals can contaminate soil and groundwater, impacting food security and ecosystems. Pollution knows no boundaries. Toxic chemicals can travel vast distances through the air and water, impacting communities far from their source. Addressing this global crisis requires international cooperation and a commitment to sustainable practices.